Yeah, and I mentioned the
My sister.
Yeah, she's here from like 4 to 6.
I do! And I do. Everybody knows Tom. Is it a street highway? And you said something too progress. Because the energy in this room just changed.
Well, I see a lot of people on phones doing a lot of really great stuff. I've never been down here before, and this is like epic. That's my word for that. It's a really good word, though. If you grow up in San Diego, you have certain words that like work really well, epic, gnarly. But both those words are great.
It's great.
Yeah.
Everybody is calling in and donating money for San Diego. 619-237-6309 till 8 o'clock. You know, this is so much to like you and musicians. You feel energy on the stage, and I think it's a similar situation.
I think it is. I think the whole purpose of this is that, right? Maybe people out there can see what's happening here and they want to be a part of it. But I think, you know, that's how I got started with this, by the way, is being able to see some of the media that they were doing. I went to a couple functions. My wife dragged me along, and then I saw it all, and I was like, I just want to be a part of it. It's like kind of electric, you know?
It is. That's the word.
And no, oh, you know what actually really got me is I went to my first, and I've done this a few times, event where it wasn't an event, but where you go and pass out the school children. I did that, and it was like all these emotions all swirled together. It was kind of heartbreaking, but then you feel really good about what you're doing.
And that's what we're hearing from people who are calling us. DeLonge, thank you so much for being here.
Wow, thank you for having me. This is this is new for me on a Tuesday night. This is great.
And we're not done yet. 619-237-6309 till 8 o'clock. Stephen, I take it back to you.
$500.
We're still on Facebook Live right
now. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you. Do I use this mic or no?
No, just talk to the camera.
We're continuing our live on Facebook.
Okay. Which camera?
This blue one.
The phone right here.
Are you streaming?
We're on Facebook Live.
You know, it didn't look too pro with this little phone. I was like, well,
the other setup is a little too complicated.
I'm on it too.
Yeah.
And, no, I'm not.
Inception.
Yeah, but so, you know, I think it's so funny because we were trying to get you last year and you had another commitment.
Yeah.
When did you do the
You guys want to take a photo?
Well, we've done it a few times. I mean, I've been to a few events. When I've been to, a couple of years ago, I went with my band, Angels and Airwaves. We went to a school, kind of East San Diego area. At Thanksgiving last year, I think it was, we went to a school out in Carlsbad. I did 1 year at Thanksgiving. And down, I think it was down near one of the museums in downtown San Diego. So I've done a few different things.
Done a lot.
I haven't done that much, considering what a lot of people in this room do. But
You're busy, and I think not everybody has the time to donate, which I think is great to have. You know, if you just want to give money, give money. Even just
so
25
easy to
bucks.
give money. Just give a little bit because it adds up. You know.
Well, and not only this, I think I don't know. I'm sure you've heard like people saying for just the $1 4 meals, which I still don't know how they stretch it out. I know.
Do you know that when I was young, and I was a skateboarder, and Taco Bell came out with like this 50-cent menu, you know? So what happened is we go skateboarding all day, and I'll get a cup of water, and I would just eat hot sauce packets, and I was like 10, I was like, this is my lunch. But then they came out with the 50-cent menu, and I was like, oh my god, I can get like 5 different things, because I have like $3 on me or whatever, but at 4 meals for $1, even Taco Bell's like, that's gnarly. You know, we're talking about the word gnarly, like, they can't keep up with that.
But you know, actually, I love the fact that we've heard a lot of people take calls saying that
Chicken staring at me.
Who bought the chicken? Be part of this too. But I think it's interesting because so many families have, you know, growing boys. I interviewed a woman and she says, and she had like a toddler. She says, he eats like a grown man.
You know, I'll never forget this movie. There's this movie with Zac Efron in it, where he was a dad that became a kid. They switched places. We've seen those types of movies before.
Yeah.
But when he became a teenager again, he couldn't stop eating. He's just like, I'm always hungry. And I was like, I know that feeling. When I was a teenager, growing boy, you need a lot of food. You need a lot of hamburgers, tacos.
And you know, one thing, actually, I'm so glad you brought that up because I noticed everybody I interviewed that had gotten food from Feeding San Diego, they said that it's healthy food and there's like a lot of protein.
Yeah, well, they're good meals. In case you haven't seen what everyone does out here, it's pretty awesome. So Feeding America, they show up at a place like a school. You have all these people in the neighborhood that come. They wait in lines with their families and stuff. It's incredible. And then a bunch of people unload these trucks, and everyone gets like a basket of like fresh potatoes and apples and some canned beans or something or other. But what happens is at the end of it, they'll give you recipes of how you can make it all together and stuff. So these people leave with this. It's like way better food than what most people buy at the grocery store, because we go there and we're like, you know, processed macaroni and cheese or like just like hamburger helper or something like that. But you go to this thing, it's like real food. It's like real. It's great. It's really, really great.
And I don't think I think if you go to other parts of the country and you see the food that gets passed out, it's not all fresh food. In here, it is.
And so,
you know, I think we're lucky.
Maybe we're spoiled because California has a lot of farming and all that kind of stuff. I would go to the ones anywhere where there's Mexican food. If I can get tacos, fresh made street tacos, I would be in line instantly.
What time did you get here tonight?
I just got here. I have a sick son, so I was driving around. Oh no, it's fine. But I had to drive around and get like medicine and stuff for him. And then I had an hour of traffic. Want to thank Southern California for that. And
we tried.
But and I was only like 10 miles away, but no, it wasn't.
Well, no, but I know, but during traffic. Yeah. I'm so glad that you're here because I think you bring another perspective, because a lot of people who are answering the phones, you know, they come from all walks of life, but I think you're the first person I've talked to tonight that's actually distributed the food, or that's talked about.
I'm really going to come off great in this. You know?
Yeah. But I do think if everybody did that, our phones would be exploding. They're already ringing off the hook, but I think once you see that, remember the eyes.
Oh yeah, but I'll tell you this, just to back up what you're like.
Yes, of course I can.
You know how you always watch in movies that, you know, let's go down and give out some food on Thanksgiving or whatever. You always see like in movies and TV they do that. This is like the super easy way to do it. It's so easy to go to feedingamerica.org or whatever the website is. Is that what the website is?
You know, I don't know, but I know we have a link on 10 News.
Yeah, so you go to the website and you can just go with your family and force your kids to like do this, because they need to see how lucky they got it, and they need to know how to help, you know.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I have a 10-year-old and a 14-year-old.
Yeah. Are you teaching them?
Oh yeah, they do it with us. Yeah.
Okay, really?
I know. Yeah.
What's the reaction of a teenager and an adolescent? Are they too cool at first, and then they open
No,
up?
I think
Were they into it?
They're typically kind of quiet and absorbing it and trying to soak it all in, and I think it's super important, especially like my family, because they grew up with like a dad as a rock star. It's like a rock
I was
star,
going
you know.
to say, how
It's
is
like,
that for them? I
you know,
mean, I didn't want to ask you that, but like that is sort of like that.
I grew up in a garage, you know, so I was like, I keep wanting to show them, you know, that life is not really their life, you know.
Do they want to go the music route as you did?
My daughter kind of does, yeah, but she doesn't like my kind of music. She likes she's a DJ. She likes EDM. Yeah.
And how are you with that?
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, whatever. It's art.
What would you say to anybody who's watching who's like maybe an aspiring musician in San Diego? I'm sure the music scene has changed, and probably not changed in certain ways. Is there any advice you give to somebody starting out as you did?
You got to go out and do it. You got to go out and actually do it. You can't wait for an opportunity, and you can't. And this actually goes. This is good life advice I'm going to give you. Whatever it is you want to do, you got to sell your car, move back in with mom, get rid of your bills so you can focus on the one thing you love, because you'll do it for free, and you'll do it for very little, and then one day you'll be paying for your life with it. But you got to put in the time, and you got to go out and capture it, because there's a million other people that want it as bad as you. And if you're not up at night awake worrying about how to get it, someone else is. So that's how you know if it's important enough to do, because you can't sleep.
Wow,
you know,
life-changing advice. And I'm sure, is giving back part of that equation? Because you're obviously very charity-minded. And do you think that helped you succeed? Maybe even in just a karmic, karma way?
Maybe in a karma way, being thankful. You know, I've always been really thankful for what I got. I mean, I was pretty lucky. There was a lot better bands than us, you know.
Please, please. But you must, I mean, when people see you in the store or wherever, or out and about, or when you're passing out food, what do they say to you?
They go, oh my God, you're so much better looking than we ever thought possible with the human body. You know, and your skin is like so much collagen. No, I'm just joking. They don't say any of that. Or what do they say to me? I don't know.
What do they say? Or is it just like, do you get one thing in particular, or is it all over the place?
You get it all, you know, 'cause it's all different types of people. You might get a kid, you might get someone that's been following us for 20 years, or you might get somebody who has a kid that likes you, and they just, oh, you're a poster on the wall, and, you know, but everyone's usually pretty awesome and nice, and says something nice, makes you feel good.
And you know what, I should probably interrupt too. If you're just joining us on Facebook Live, we're obviously talking to Tom DeLonge, formerly of Blink 182, Poway Zone. And of course now you do so many other things, but the reason we're here is we're raising money for Feeding San Diego. Month of a Million Meals. We still have, I'm going to check the 8 o'clock, so we still have 30 minutes to call 237. Oh, are you going to be answering phones? I should probably.
I don't know.
Or maybe not.
We're putting you to work.
What's the number? I always hesitate with the number. 237.
Still make me clean
6309.
I don't want to do that. I don't have to. I will though if I have to. If it makes a difference.
So, and again, $1 you donate. We can extend it out to 4 meals. Not me personally, but they figured out a way to do it. Because we've gotten a lot of people, I know you haven't worked the phones, but from everybody I've talked to who work the phone, they're getting a lot of apologies like, oh, that's amazing, $20.
That's huge.
But that's huge. They don't realize
What,
that's
80 meals?
So, no amount is too small. And somebody was joking.
What if my math is really bad? I'm like, what is that, like 800 meals?
I was just nodding. I'm like, I think that's right. Yeah. So it's huge. It really is. So please give us a call. You can also donate online. So if you're watching this online, you may not be near a phone. 10news/MMM. And check our website, 10news.com.
Final words of wisdom. I'm sure I got one. My
No,
word.
not like putting you on the spot here.
Oh,
Although you've
you know what's funny?
shared many with us.
Right then, when you said not to put me on the spot, I honestly thought you said don't say anything bad. That's
Well,
what I
that
thought she
too.
was going to say, and I was like, well, what am I supposed to say then? So I can say bad stuff. I'm not going to say anything bad. Just do as your heart says, you know? Do as your heart says.
I love it. I love it.
That's all you need in life.
It's true though, in life and in paying it forward and paying it back. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And we should just, are we still going or should we show the room? Oh, we're good.
Bye.
All right, see you guys. Oh my God.